Okay. Tell me where the ass came from.
From my
Stop
grandfather's
rocking, she said.
daddy,
And his name was what?
Leo Drake. And he gave it to his son, Jeremy Drake.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave it to his son, Leo Drake. And he gave it to me, Raymond Drake. And I gave it to my daughter, Julie Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Everybody says.
That's where it comes from.
So what they used the ass for?
To make up dugout pirogues.
And which one was the blacksmith in the family?
Was my great-great-grandfather's daddy.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember his name.
On which side?
Huh?
Which side? Mama or Papaleo?
Papaleo.
On Papaleo side?
Yeah,
He was a blacksmith?
He was a blacksmith, yeah.
And what Papa Conjo did for a living?
Well, he was an usherman. Usherman, then he retired.
What his daddy did for a living?
A farmer,
A farmer?
yeah.
And we know Papaleo was a fisherman, shrimper,
Yeah. Usherman when you were young and a shrimper after.
and a farmer.
And a farmer, he's tell me about it.
You worked many years in them gardens, huh?
Yeah.
Who's a snake charmer?
Uh,
Papa Joe's daddy?
no, his grandfather.
Grandpa.
So Papa Conjo's grandfather was a snake charmer?
Yes, he was a snake charmer. Somebody would get bit. Those days they had plenty of rattlesnakes on the bayou. So a snake would get bitten. Somebody would get bitten by a snake. They call him. He come treat him. And he call back the snake. He make it come back. It would come back to him. He pick it up and put it in a can and punish it for 7 days and let it go. And that's how he died. From a snake bite.
Because somebody killed the snake.
And they killed the snake and they threw it in the bayou. And he told him, I'm going to die. And he did, and sure enough, 7 days after, the snake came back floating in the bayou, of the bayou.
And he died.
And he died.
That's sad.
Yes, I tried to show the treatment to Papa Conjo, but he couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess not. I don't like snakes. Whew.
That's it.
Yeah.
He was old, and Papa Conjo was a farmer too. Big garden, raised pigs. He always had pigs. And geese.
I remember getting chased by them
Oh,
geese.
the geese was bad. He did that. He had that in the yard with the pecan tree. Nobody would take the pecan.
Oh, nobody took his pecans, huh? I remember the Tibuyu bringing us with the corn.
Yeah, the corn, grind the corn for the chicken.
Put the corn cob in the machine and we turn.
Take out the corn off the cob.
I remember that. I remember the pomegranate tree.
Yeah.
They used to have.
And he had a sassafras tree. She used to pick up the leaves, dry it to make okra, filet gumbo.
Filet for the gumbo, yeah.
Made the filet for the gumbo. Used to put that to dry on a tarp. After it was dry, she'd take out all the branches on it and all, then grind that up. Fine powder. Which people don't do no more.
No.
This one guy in Berg does that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work
Yeah. He puts it in the attic. Yeah.
to dry in the attic.
Dry in the attic.
Tell us about when you were shrimping and y'all tied up the boat down the river. And when y'all woke up, the boat was on the opposite side.
That was in a little bay they called that Poston Fin. That was the name of the pass.
Postant fin.
Yeah, that was the name of, and they had a little bay on the right side going in. And we went in, bad weather was coming, so we went in, that boat right there. And Daddy told me, he said, when it'll get dark, you're going to go to bed, you're going to hear all kind of noise. He said, don't worry about it, they're not going to do us nothing. The boy, he wasn't lying, some noise. Too. And the next morning, we had put the anchor on the right side of the bay. The next morning, the anchor was on the left side of the bay.
Oh my goodness.
You know, hey. You go right there. When he was going out with Mama, he used to walk to Pacojo's house, all the way to Mama's house.
That's right there.
So from Cut Off to
Right there.
Galliana?
Yeah.
Cut Off to Galliana?
Got off to Galliana. And one night, he said going down, the dog was following him. And so just before they got to the Petito house, the dog disappeared. That's it called. And when he went home, the dog was following him again. He turned around, he kicked the dog to make it go away. And turned into a man. And the man told him, if you ever tell anybody who I am, you gonna turn. He never would mention it.
Yeah.
He never mentioned that man.
Wow.
See, he tell you some stories that your hair would. There's like no Piron. Go one of Philadelphia Island in the west over there. They had a path. Clear path from the bayou all the way to the big trees. About, I'd say about 30 inches wide. Not a blade of grass in there. And he asked somebody, Daddy, he asked Daddy, what's that? Daddy said that's where the rougarous pass at night. Because you go to bed, you could hear the wheel turn and all. No, he said, I don't believe that. He said, I'm going to go. Took a tarp, put it on the ground, put it in the mattress, and went to bed and sleep. Next morning, he woke up, he was about 10 feet on that side in the ground.
Mattress and all.
He believed it after. That was, you know, a lot of people don't believe in that, but I believe in it.
I believe in it.
Because sometimes I'm sitting there watching TV and I see shadows in the kitchen. And Mama John is still there.
Oh yeah, she's still in her house.
On that boat. Even though I build a new cabin, at night I wake up smelling the old spice.
Oh yeah, Papa's favorite, Old Spice and peppermint.
Oh yeah, old spice and peppermint. Then we used to leave. We used to troll all summer long. Day or two after Christmas, we used to leave. Me and him go at the river. Either fish catfish or hunt the neutrals. And we come back 2-3 days before Easter. Then when we decided to get the Orchard lease, that was better because we come home every week. We go fish oysters for 3 days by hand, up to 300 sacks. 3.5 days. The 4th day we load everything on the boat. And on the way coming home, I had to sack all those oysters by myself. Because we had a basket, I cut the bottom off. You know, $2 a sack.
Oh wow.
$2 a sack.
Now it's like $100-something a sack.
Tell me about it. And you can't get oysters like that no more either.
No.
Collins sell them $100 a set.
$100 a sack.
Tell me about Popolio and the raccoon.
Oh, it was tied up on the west side of the river in a little bayou they had. Was throwing in the bank to get in there. And his cousin Cliff, you know the thief, had a raccoon. And Daddy would mix himself at supper time. He mixed himself a cup of root beer and put some ice in it and put it on the cabin because he had the cabin like that, you know. And when he served himself, when he came back, the raccoon was stirred in the cup with the, and doing that to the eye. Goddamn raccoon. The raccoon ran up the mat, grabbed the shotgun, and bam! Killed the raccoon. Cliff said, you killed my raccoon. Said, shut up, I'm gonna kill you too.